Hello, welcome to the Night Radio and Television Station, and I'm Kautri. Here comes the local news. Yesterday afternoon, Lieutenant General Trong Hoai-trung, Party Committee Secretary, 7 Military Zone Political Committee, and delegation from Đồng Nai, Bình Dương, Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu provinces, and Ho Chi Minh City visited and give gift to policy subjects, armed forces units standing in the area of Công Đảo District, Bà Rịa Vũng Tàu province. Speaking at ceremony, Lieutenant General Trong Hoai-trung sent congratulations to collective of officers, soldiers of the armed forces units, and the entire people of Công Đảo district who achieved many achievements in the past year, and noted the silent sacrifice of the officers and soldiers of units working day and night on duty to protect the fatherland. Comrade suggested that the units continue to promote the tradition of solidarity side by side with the party, government, and the people in the district in the cause of national security protection. On this occasion, the delegation of Đồng Nai province, led by Colonel Huỳnh Thanh Liêm, political committee of the Provincial People's Committee, visited and gave 50 gifts to Đồng Nai children on duty in Công Đảo district. Biên Hòa City yesterday held a ceremony to welcome 375 military personnel who completed their military service to return to the locality in 2021. Welcoming the discharged soldiers back to locality, Biên Hòa City leaders recognized the positive contributions of the companies during their military service, contributing to the successful completion of training missions and readiness to fight to defend the fatherland. City leaders wanted Congress to promote the traditions of Vietnamese People Army Sun Settle Down and actively participated in the local patriotic emulation movements. On this occasion, representatives of the Department of Labor and Social Affairs give career advice, introduce policies and activities to support job search and vocational training in accordance with the abilities of the discharged soldiers. According to data just announced by General Department of Customs, the country export turnover in the first half of January reached $12.9 billion. Import turnover reached $13.15 billion. Thus, it is estimated that the whole country trade deficit above $250 million. Compared to the same period last year, Vietnam's import and export activities have prospered significantly in both export and import dimensions. Specifically, in terms of export, turnover increased by above $2 billion. This is a very impressive start compared to growth rate of only 7% last year. In the first 15 days of the year, there were 4 groups of goods with export turnover of $1 billion or more, which are machinery, equipment, tools and spare parts, phones and components, computer, electronic products and components, textile. In terms of import, only in the first 15 days of 2021, the country had 3 groups of import with turnover of $1 billion or more. U.S. President Joe Biden yesterday declared the U.S. economic crisis was deepening and the government needed to immediately take key action to help American people struggling with the current situation. Speaking at the White House, and he launched his economic relief plan related to the COVID-19 epidemic, President Biden said the government needed to act decisively and boldly to help American people who were on a pay cut and were struggling with life. He said if we acted now, our economy will become stronger in both the short and long term. According to Mr. Biden, his $2 trillion economic relief plan to address the negative effects of the COVID-19 epidemic had received support from businesses and workers. He also noted that the number of deaths due to the COVID-19 epidemic in the U.S., the country hard hit by the epidemic, were expected to reach 600,000. U.S. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said the U.S. Senate will begin its impeachment trial of President Donald Trump in the second week of February after the impeachment was sent to the Senate early following week. Speaking to the senators, Mr. Schumer said when the summaries were drawn up, the presentation of the parties would begin in a week from February 8th. Basically, the 2-week schedule will allow the Senate to conduct normal work in the interim, includes confirmation votes on President Joe Biden, cabinet nomination, and potential action on a large-scale COVID-19 relief package. That's all for today. Thanks for watching and goodbye.